Students, welcome to fifth unit of our course. The fifth unit is about network security. See, coming to the network security, we have divided network security into two parts. The first part is at the level of application layer and transport layer. The second part of security belongs to the network security layer, right? So let us move with the security at application layer, where our major security depends at application layer with the email security. So thus we'll be discussing about the first part as the email security, where email security will be given with the introduction part. Then what are the new things, I mean the future scope purpose, what are the enhancements we have done, and what is the email security architecture we have seen, and also what are the protocols we are going to include in this will be included in this slide. Now, coming to the email security, the first part which we are going to discuss is about its introduction. Now, email security is generally in the application layer. It is a foremost and very important application where a number of users will be utilizing this. Now, when we start sending a message from one user to the other user, how this data has been encoded between these two users. And now if it is encoded, then how it is decoded at the receiver end, because this is not dual direction. I mean, this is just a unidirectional message, right? So a user will be there, he will be framing the body of the message with some subject, and he will be sending to the receiver. Receiver will not see the message immediately. This is not send and request and response immediately, right? So here the data will be sent almost 10 days before. So now receiver will be seeing the message after 10 days it has been into its inbox. Now when this situation occurs, so how we are going to deal with that, and how we are going to analyze the privileged users, who are the privileged users, and what is the source, what is the destination, and all, to be very secure. Right? So this is the first challenge we have to face. And sending an email is one-time activity. See, as we are saying, this is one-time activity. Once we have sent it, it will be sent directly. We can't delete it from our end, or else immediately we can't say that as a bidirectional message. This is unidirectional message. So there should be no session between, no creation of session is necessary between two parties, because this is only unidirectional message, right? So now here, what are the enhancements we have done to the security purpose? So the enhancements are nothing but what are the challenges which we can face in this. So in the confidentiality service, authentication service, integrity and repudiation, non-repudiation services will be the major part taking place in the enhancement, where confidentiality should protect our data without disclosing our content to any other intruders. Authentication, who is the sender of the data, that information should be there appropriately. Now, integrity will be like no modification of data should be done in between. So we should protect our data from the modification. So non-repudiation is nothing but protection from denial by sender. Means this is nothing but a sender may claim that I haven't sent this message, but there is a proof of attachments about the sender details in depth. Like you may have a sender ID, sender at what time he has sent, on which day he has sent. So all those information will be appropriately given in the email security enhancements. Right? So these are the first part. Now coming to the second part, the enhancement depends on the algorithms also and the keys also. Now, algorithms means as a sender, I will frame one email and then I have to send to the receiver. So sender is ready with his email and receiver must receive that. So before receiving that message, this mail should be encoded in some format. So this encoding will be taken place with any of the symmetric or asymmetric algorithm. Now, the major thing is that as we are not going to send any data which the receiver can understand what are the algorithms a sender might have used. So for that purpose, we need to give some identifiers about the algorithms we have used in the message. Okay, so this is a major part. Like when a sender is sending an email, that email should have an identifier placing that I have utilized a DES algorithm. So we should have that identity somewhere in the message, or else in the body, somewhere in the email, right? So that when the receiver takes this, the receiver can identify the identifier of the cryptographic algorithm. Then they will be started decoding process with that DES algorithm. So this algorithm identifier is very important for the encryption and decryption purpose. Now, what about the cryptographic secrets? Means how the key will be sent from one user to the other user. Now, secret key, if we are encrypting with a symmetric encryption, we need same key at encryption side and decryption side. Now, what is our job is how we are sending that secret key. So secret key will be sent to the receiver by encrypting the key itself. See, encrypting the key itself with receiver's public key. Encrypting the key, symmetric key with receiver's public key, and we will be sending to the receiver. Now, receiver will take that and he will apply his own private key to get his secret key back. Now, this secret key will be utilized to decrypt the data of the email. So, this is a whole process we take place in the enhancement. For that purpose, we need to have all the algorithm identifiers along with the encryption of the key itself, symmetric key itself. Now let us move with the email security, where email security is nothing but we'll be following up with the architecture. So this architecture will be including three major points. The points are user agent, message transfer agent, and message access agent. When a user starts sending a message, this user who is a sender will be called as the UA, user agent. Now here Alice is called as the user agent. Through any network or LAN or WAN, he'll be sending that data to the MTA server. Now, MTA server will be always ready to push your message to the MAA server. Okay, so this is nothing but whatever the data Alice sent, that's information will be pushed onto the MTA server, and that will be taken by MAA server through the internet. So MAA server will be available at the receiver end. Now MAA server is ready to give the data when Bob enters into his email. Then his dashboard will be viewed with n number of inbox options. So all the n number of inbox options will be pulled from the MA server. That is nothing but message access agent server. So this server will be taking all the data from the MTA server. So MTA server will push the data. Now MAA server will be readily available to access the data which a sender is sending. From MAA server, the receiver will be taking the data. So nothing but sender will be always MTA client, receiver will be always MAA client, right? So both the users, sender and receiver will be called as the user agents, right? And MTA is called as pull program. MAA is called as push program. MAA is called as pull program, because it is taking the data, which is accessing the data is nothing but which is dragging the data outside. Now MTA is nothing but pushing the data, which is giving the data to required receivers, right? So this is about email security architecture. Next, what are the protocols we are going to include in email security are? There are two important protocols. First one is a PGP and second one is SMIME. PGP is abbreviated as Pettigrew privacy. where this is utilized for personal mailing purpose, a user to user. Now, second one is secure multipurpose internet mail extension protocol is used for the commercial mailing purpose. So all the mailings which a number of users are transferring a number of emails between their friends and families are made with respect to the PGP. SMIME will be officially given through an organization like MS Outlook plays an important role in the SMIME concepts, right? So this is totally commercial, which is a fully paid, licensed kind of thing. So where we have to go up with a secure, confidential letter of few organizations will be doing mails with respect to SMIME. And PGP is nothing but a general personal mailing concept. Whatever the message I sent, hi, hello, how are you, to my friend will be encrypted and will be sent to my friend. So there the process will be very easy. Coming to SMIME, it will be very confidential and it will be very secure, right? So this is all about email security, which comes under the application security. Now, as we have two protocols here, we are going to discuss about PGP in the upcoming slide and SMIME in the after PGP. Right. So if you have any doubts till now, you just feel free to contact either through messages or through comments here, or in the college, you can contact me anytime. Thank you.